This will be a demonstration of the Quickdraw Weaving program's file functionality. Under the File menu, we have the usual New, Open, Close, Save, Save As, Print functionality. I'll talk about printing in a different demo. I have the same kind of functions here with New, Open, Save, Print. Let me open a program from a directory since there is something a little bit unique about what I'm doing here. If I open the file, it gives me that detail. Now, the other thing, since Windows and other operating systems really don't understand WIF files, if under the View menu, if I view WIF and directory, it will actually look through the directory from the file I just opened and all of the subdirectories under it and graphically show me, here's all the patterns that are there. It'll tell me the name, the size is up in the top right-hand corner, so I know what I'm looking at. This is an update for version 4.15. Now, in the older versions, if you tried to open a file that was more than 32 shafts or treadles, Quickdraw really didn't know what to do with it. What I've added in 4.15 is the ability to open a file with larger than that. It's not actually going to be able to edit it, but what it will do is import that file to the grid. So the Escher1 file here is a sample file from the Fiberworks download that actually has 127 shafts in it. So if I try and open that one, it's actually going to go through, import that. The grid is 300 by 300 pixels, so I can open up to 300 shafts. It will track up to that number of shafts. If it's more than that, it would actually just extract the middle of it. This is an update for version 5.4. Now in the older version of Quickdraw, things like the grid views have all been stored within the standard WIF file. Version 5.4 is now a little bit more flexible and is able to load and save bitmap files. Now the older versions have been able to load bitmap files. Let me just walk through that a little bit for a second. If I just open, and this is the program directory structures. If I ask for a star.bmp for a bitmap file, and if I ask for the weaving profile, which is a pattern we recently created, so it can open that bitmap file. It's going to recognize it's basically a bitmap, so the grid's the best way to look at that. So if I then ask for a save as, if I ask for test2.bmp, if I just type in the BMP extension, it's going to kind of ignore the file type there. It's now been overridden by what you've typed. When I do the save, that's now saved it in a format that's a little bit more compatible and user-friendly with the rest of the other weaving software. So that's the reason for that. In addition to saving a file in a bitmap format, there's a number of tools like the Save to Clipboard. You can actually save the image to the clipboard as an image or as text. On the main views, if you look at the warp editor, for example, a similar thing. I can save it to the clipboard as text or an image. So the image would actually give a different version of the same presentation with the threading, tie-out, treadling, as well as the drawdown.